So tell me why I literally never experienced what I just experienced. I'm not the kind of person to come on here crying, but fuck Citibank, because my dad sent me a check to pay off my rent for the next year, and that's it. And I go into Citibank to cash the check so I could pay my rent, and they confiscate my check and refuse to give it back, and they say, hey, we can't cash this. I said, why can't you cash it? They say, because we can't verify the check. I said, so what are you saying? They're like, we can't verify the check. I said, okay, so do you want to call my dad? He sent me the check from New York. If you want, I can, he can give you his bank routing number. She's like, no, we can't verify this check. I can't cash this check, and I'm confiscating the check. I said, why are you confiscating my check? If you're not going to cash my check, okay, then let me go to somewhere else that can cash my check, right? She's like, because I have to confiscate the check. I said, so what are you saying? Like, are you saying the check is fraudulent? Because it's not. Okay, and then I said, do you confiscate everyone's checks who comes in here that you can't verify? She's like, no. I said, okay, so then why are you confiscating mine? Okay, and then she said, she had nothing to say, so she walks away. She says, okay, we're going to call the cops. I said, no, I have this all on video of you literally saying that you only confiscated my check. Okay, and we all know why she fucking did that, okay? And then she says, okay, lock her in here. You can't leave here with that video. You can't leave here with that video. I said, okay, are you going to come to my phone and delete the video then? Then come to my phone and take my phone and delete the video then. Anyway, so then she tells him, the security, lock the door, lock her in the Citibank. She's not leaving here with that fucking video. I said, yes, the fuck I am. They called the cops on me. Then eventually they just let me leave. But I'm so upset because I hear everyone talking about racial profiling and stuff, but like at the end of the day, like I just can't even, like, this is my fucking rent money, and to think that she was gonna confiscate my check, she did, but I ended up getting it back because I made her give me my check back. But to think that, like, I can't pay my rent right now because of fucking racist ass bitches who work at fucking Citibank. Guess who's suing Citibank?
At this point, I don't know. I'm not frustrated at what's going on, really. I'm frustrated that the basic education on who these banks are, who started these banks, how the banks got started, and how we're supposed to be dealing with the banking system. I'm frustrated that that hasn't been taught in our community. The reason why we teach private banking, the reason why we teach the private banking system, the reason why we teach you the understanding of the constructs of banks and how to navigate with these private companies, these private entities that y'all think are supposed to be fair. That's my issue. And this is the very reason why we need to be learning how to become our own private bank. Because when you understand the philosophy of building your own banking system, you understand the philosophy of becoming a private banker, you understand how to utilize these associations that we have with banks that we think are just supposed to be fair to us. Majority of the banks that have been here over 100 years have been sold. But the history of these banks where there were private businesses that then elevated to becoming banks, but they still had their private biases. So we just hold our money there, or we bank in places that don't properly give us the respect. And this is why I always say, banks are for transactions only. Banks are for transactions only. Now this system, they may have protocol with this bank that says if somebody comes in just trying to cash a check, be away for scamming, and all that comes with racial profiling. So there are ways that you can navigate and circumvent this. There are appointments. You could have set up an appointment with their personal banker, which kind of takes away from the convenience of banking. But we teach you all how to be your own private bank, so you know how to navigate, you know how to operate. because it's no longer a option that we now have. It's now a necessity for us to actually learn banking, so that you never have to feel and put yourself in a situation. No matter what bank I've ever been to, I've never felt this, simply because I know how to deal with them. And because I know how to deal with them, because I make the banks fight for my money being in their banking institution, it's easier for you to be able to leverage. So a lot of us are learning financial literacy, a lot of us are making money, but you're housing your money in these banks that have not earned the right to be holding your money. We get treated like this. So go to privatebankingBlueprint.com. We'll teach you how to be the bank.